first half of the season was pretty rough, but got a great opportunity to turn things around with your help. Pumped you guys are here.
Thanks, Coach. I'm looking forward to learning from you. I was a huge fan of yours when you played for Marquette.
Yeah, I thought you were the best point guard in the country your senior year.
I was, but I'm also 5'10", so here I am. It's all good, though. Coaching is what I do, and I love it.
I'll tell you what I love. Being in a place where I can wear a t-shirt in February, man. My last stop was Sioux Falls.
Yeah, it's a little bit hotter here for sure.
Hey, speaking of last stops, I don't know what you guys are used to, but here in Rio Grande, we focus on building a winning culture.
It's just good to hear we're not playing to lose, Coach.
Tell me about it.
Let's get to work. It's easy at one level to get tunnel vision and focus too much on your personal goals. Everyone here's trying to make the league, become a better player. It's all on one level. I get it. But we believe that players develop best when you build winning habits, which you do by winning games. I don't care how tight your handle is if you're not a winner. And believe me, those skills are different.
I'm ready to do whatever it takes, Coach. Winning is what I'm all about.
I saw that in the showcase, and that's why I personally pushed so hard to trade for you.
You did? Did you hear anything else from the showcase?
You mean freezing out Axel Phillips during the finals? Yeah, I heard something about that. I like that, though. Means you got that competitive fire in you.
I thought we were building winning habits here, Coach.
That's a unique situation. I'm sure it won't happen again.
It won't. I promise.
Hey, Matt, Trent wants to see you on that way.
Gotcha.
And there's another player I want you to meet. His name's Trace Miller. He's another young player that we're building around, and I think you guys got complementary games. Very excited to see what you can do together.
It's all good to me.
Come on.
Your journey isn't a solo act anymore. Introducing Running Mates. Create a fully customizable teammate built around NBA superstar archetypes. From dominant bigs and elite scorers to dynamic playmakers. Level up together throughout your career. Unlock new attributes, badges, powerful skills, and take your chemistry to the next level. Whatever your path, never run alone.
Wanna make building. Yeah, the perfect running mate, customized. I need a big. I don't even know. I'll take. I'll take the Jokic type build. Real running this and not really change the selection. You flip spot. Okay. You can't change the attributes. You change attributes on the damn video. Alright. Let's go. Let's go.
Trace, EMP. MP, this is Trace. Wasted by him.
What up, Trace? Nice to meet you, bro.
What's up, MP? So, Coach says you're a bucket getter, and we need to turn this thing around, so is he telling the truth or what?
Guess we'll see soon enough.
All right, cool.
Start working on some sets to help you guys get used to each other.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, here we go. Yes, sir. Oh, shit. Call out plays. Sorry, man. The fuck? Say, hold on. Running back ball. Let's say play running. Play running. Oh shit. I'm playing both of these niggas? How the hell I do that? Alright. We gotta figure out what's going on first. What's going on? Let's say quick play let you call and set on the fly without opening the full playbook. Successful run quick play to complete the drill. One while you have the ball, one while running mate has the ball, and one while neither of you has the ball. Tap D-pad up to bring up the plays, then press the face button of the play you want. Okay. Alright. Off ball. Okay. With the ball and running mate ball. Running mate got the ball. Cool. Okay, we got him. Alright, got him. Score with running mate. Score with running mate. Cool. Score with running score on one. Running mate quick play. Score on 3 running mate quick plays. Score on 5 running mate quick plays. This shit gonna be weird. I can tell you. It's a quick play. What the fuck is quick play? Oh. There you go. Oh shit. Alright, I got that one. Alright, cool. I think I got the hang of it now. Score on 3 running rate. Quick plays. Okay. Sorry. There we go. Right there. You're in there. All right. No, I think I can now do it now. I'm not too good with the ball. This nigga over there. This nigga trash, bro. That nigga trash, bro. There you go. All right. Shit. This nigga didn't want to shoot. He didn't want to shoot. Yo.
Man, I'm telling you, with you and me on this team, we're about to level up in a major way. Watch.
I really like those sensors, man.
Yeah.
Coach is pretty on point, huh?
Yes. I mean, to make him a G League coach that young, I mean, I think he's going to be an NBA head coach someday.
I can see it. I can see it. I just like the fact that it's all about winning.
Isn't everybody? I know I am.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, well, we don't do those politics here, bro. I mean, playing time's got to be earned.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's how it should be.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's riding off their reputations, but at some point, you got to put it on tape.
And that's all we doing here.
For sure. Get your popcorn ready.
We about to make a movie.
Bet that.
Yo, yo, yo. 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 He's making a noise. What's interfering with? Yo, 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 yo. Yo, chill. Yo, I'm making a noise. Yo, 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 yo. Oh, what the damn music at there? What music? Yo, yo, yo. Oh, yo. 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 So, yeah. He was good for the game. Shit close here. Yo. Shit close. Yo. 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 Shut up. Got it. It's gonna put the plus points.
Okay, just like how we practiced. Let's look for each other on those actions, make the extra pass. Let's see how it looks against real competition.
You already know, Coach. Me and MP ready to run that two-man game.
Yes, sir.
Good. We gotta start winning some games before they start wondering whether this offense actually works.
Oh, we're gonna make it work, Coach. We ready.
All right, let's go out there and do your thing.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining in. The start of the G League regular season begins right now as the Rio Grande Valley Vipers visit the Texas Legends. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Schwartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we are live from Frisco, Texas.
The Legends have been getting better and better lately. The rise of Wilkes and Tyler have made them a threat for the regular season.
And on the Vipers side of things, a lot of change since the Winter Showcase as they overhauled their roster.
Well, something wasn't quite working for them, and they didn't hesitate to make wholesale changes. They've brought in MP from Delaware, and they've also added Trace Miller to the mix.
What a roster shakeup it's been for the Vipers between the Winter Showcase and now. They didn't have a great first half of the season, and they made some changes.
We'll see an overhauled lineup for the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. Fresh faces, MP and Trace Miller sliding right into that starting five. And looking at the starting five that the Texas Legends will send out, what a season it's been for Wilkes and Tyler. They really are the engine of this team. And the big move for the Vipers was trading for MP. They're hoping he can fill their needs.
With the way that MP turned things up in the Winter Showcase, he's clearly the type of player the Vipers need. It's a big risk, but they seem to believe MP is a guy that was being held back on that Delaware team.
Now here's Pollard. To the inside, Tyler. Miller pulls it in.
Tonight marks the third meeting of the year between Rio Grande Valley and Texas. They played each other a couple of times in the group stage of the tip-off tournament.
And they split those meetings, but you can throw all of that out now. The overhaul of the Rio Grande Valley roster was so extensive, this might as well be the first meeting between the two teams.
Here's Pollard. arguably the best tandem in the G League right now.
They are so fluid and potent together. It'll be a tough task for the Vipers to slow them down. Since they started playing together, their bond has only grown.
Pass to Waters. Back to Tyler. Now Pollard. There's the three. Drops in the tray.
Well, so often the catalyst for this team. This time it's Pollard being the recipient of a nice setup.
Here in the first, with just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Miller. Out to Cox. 4 on the clock. The three-pointer off the mark. The Legends with the lead. And tonight, the first game of the regular season for the Texas Legends. This team finished their group stage well, and they're hoping that that can carry over to the regular season.
No reason not to. And with the way they came alive back in December, the fans here in Frisco love their Texas Legends. And you can feel the energy here for the home opener.
Back to Miller. Looking to end the run. The rebound by O'Brien. Here's Wilkes. Oh, get out of his way. Get out of the way.
Yeah, please, that was something else.
Mercy Wilkes showing why he's one of the best here in the D League.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Defended by Wilkes. Outside Smith. Pass to Miller. Over Tyler. Trace with the bucket. And what a pass from MP.
Along with MP, another new face on RGV is Trace Miller. They brought him in to help strengthen this team's offense.
And what I like about Miller is that he can fit into any offense. As the son of a coach, I think the game just comes naturally to him, and he should have no trouble adjusting.
So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution for Texas, Franklin Bishop, Lauren Howell, Judd Hawkins, Leroy McCall. Substitution for Rio Grande Valley.
And tonight's game, a bit of a rivalry, Brian. A little North versus South action in Texas.
Well, you think back to all the battles the Rockets and Mavericks have had, the two parent franchises for these teams. It's hard to ignore all that history anytime two Texas teams decide to tangle. How's that for a tongue twister?
Well, this is why Holland is so aggressive in close. He can rock that rim.
And here are the Legends now. A 4-point game. Out to the right wing. Akaw right side.
Rebounded by the Vipers. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Outside Smith. Holland. Pass to Parsons.
Teardrop shot.
And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points. They need that kind of attacking mindset from Parsons. No backing off, even with the defense right in his face. Across the three. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Legends ahead, leading by just 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. one here as the second quarter getting going. I think he's had a little trouble getting into the flow. We ended up not seeing much of him in the first quarter, but he's got plenty of time left to get aggressive.
I like the energy he has out there, but he's got to involve himself in the plays. That's the only way he's going to start producing some results.
Powell, covered by Parsons. Back to McCaw. Tyler the screen. Shoots the three. And McCaw hits the triple.
Even if you're torching down to
The Vipers making a change here. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter.
Oh, boy. Oh, man.
Back to Miller. Over Tyler. Miller can't get it to go.
Sorry.
Outside Howell. Pass to Hawkins. Tyler the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Across for 3. Rebounded by the Vipers. Second quarter here, and just over a minute and a half played. Down it goes for his third basket and as many tries.
the defense pretty much helpless to stop that layup. Just too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Hawkins outside. To the paint. Tyler. And it's blocked by Miller.
That's just excellent anticipation from Miller.
Inside. Good D by Tyler. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in this second quarter. Here's McCaw. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Well, he rushed that one. The team was out of position, but he couldn't make a pay.
To the middle. Got a piece of it.
Okay.
And Miller gets it to go. And so it's Texas with it. And here's Howell. Quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Tyler. 6 on the shot clock.
Pass on that.
And it's Smith with the rebound. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Back to McCaw. Hawkins. Clock at 6. Down low.
Shit.
Here's Tyler. Another
Man,
miss.
yes,
And
man.
they desperately need a bucket. Inside. And Parsons gets it to go.
I like that. Parsons doing the work from point blank range.
McCaw outside. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Now here is Smith. Goes up from the top of the key. Connects. The jumper drops. Texas stream. Pass to Tyler. Hawkins outside. Beasley. 5 to shoot. Here's Tyler. Soft touch off the glass.
Inside, Tyler is very capable. He just focuses on getting to his bench.
Pass to Miller.
Give me one, give me one, give me one.
He got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here. The Legends on top, leading by a point. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
We do that nigga, dude. He trash. I should make him like a.
Start of the third quarter here after a closely contested first half. Honestly, we didn't get to see much from him at all. Maybe he's still figuring out his role on this squad, but it would be nice to see him get more involved in the rest of the game. Yeah, he needs to focus on finding ways to help out on every play. Hard to say how much potential he has as a player, but he's not really showing this much. And he's going for the alley-oop. Great communication on the alley-oop. Soft touch on both ends. And that's for the alley-oop. I've got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Yeah, neither did the defense, clearly.
Now here's Miller. Got him with the bump fake, but he couldn't finish. Now here's Pollard. He started by Cox. Pass to Wilkes. Wide open.
Hey,
Rio Grande with the rebound.
That's some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss that sort of look very often. Now here's Miller.
oh, this shit
And the
open.
layup's good off the
That's a
glass. Two gritty points for Miller. Didn't allow the contact to slow him down. The Legends with the lead. Now Wilkes. 5 points in the game. Puts up a 3. Sinks the triple.
I'm not sure, man. Fuck yeah, I can.
He's got all types of tricks up his sleeve. And we're just about a minute and a half into this third quarter of basketball. Pass to Mullen. Now Smith. To the middle. That one wide left.
Turned a high percentage shot into a low one by using the fadeaway.
Looking for the game.
Now here's Tyler. Guarded by Paul.
Oh,
Bryant's a screen.
Take
Here's
that.
Wilkes.
Look
Again.
at you.
Legends good for 2.
You gotta be ready
Fucking
to
block that
fight
shit.
inside. Wilkes battled through the coverage.
To the paint. Pulls it. Great vision from MP. And Trace finishes it off.
He did so well to lead his teammate right to the ideal spot.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. And the Legends all-time hero. He wants to get everybody on the same page out there and maybe change some things up as well.
Yeah, that's probably a good time now. You might as well talk things through.
And kind of change that game plan as well. And the Vipers making a change here.
Coming onto the floor for the Vipers, Clayton Parsons.
To the wing, right side. Back to Pollard. Waters. Outside Pollard. Out of bounds.
That's not
That'll
bad.
be the Vipers' ball.
Coming onto the floor for your Legends, Judd Hawkins, Lauren Howell, Leroy McCall.
Rio Grande trailing. Shoots a fader, and the shot goes in.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
And it's Texas ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Wilkes. Outside Howell. To the inside.
Block.
Fadeaway. And once again, off the mark by Texas. To the middle. Here's Holland. He nails it, and we're all tied up.
Tough
Tough shot by Holland, playing with no fear out there. Outside Wilkes. He lofts up the alley-oop pass. And out of bounds, the Vipers are being hit.
Really careless turnover. That should have been as simple as switching.
Will make substitutions.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. To take the lead. The rebound by O'Brien. Outside Wilkes. Three-pointer. He's taking 9 shots to get those 5.
I mean, guys, the game plan is very simple right now. Keep feeding Wilkes because he's flat out cooking.
Down low.
Oh,
Second chance shot. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now. We're in the fourth quarter.
not gonna be there.
So it's Texas with it. They lead by 1. Inside. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
At the line for Texas, Isaiah Tyler. 1 shot.
Nice.
Such a clutch performer.
He
I
got
love
four.
being in those situations. A lot of guys say they do, but he truly does.
To the paint. Here's Miller. Count it. Number 5 from the floor of this game. He's hoisted up 11 so far.
No fear for Miller stepping into the spotlight.
Outside O'Brien.
Why you got me on the bit, man?
Pass to Pollard.
Oh, sure.
Here's Wilkes.
What the fuck?
Another 3. You could tell that Wilkes was not going to settle there. Fully committed to getting a much-needed bucket. Slides right through for his 7th basket and 11 tries.
He can make plays like that in his sleep, guys.
Just a tiny lead for them.
The chance to make it a little bigger right here.
You got to put bottom. What the fuck? Why are you saying off of him, bro? Something too.
And the Vipers with the ball.
Here's Miller. Laid in with a nice touch on the glass.
Well, in close, Miller is just so
We got one,
tough to
bro.
stop. He won't be denied.
We got that, bro. We got that, bro.
Pollard with it. Wilkes. He's covered by Smith. Oh, it's Wilkes again.
Watch the legends in his hands, and Wilkes steps up. Did you expect anyone else?
Ah, I miss.
And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Inside.
Get it. What's up?
Huge basket to tie the game.
His performance has been
He didn't
so
look at it.
important to them. As dependable as ever, guys.
Texas calls a timeout.
Let's go.
Pass to Waters.
No three, let's go.
Back to Pollard. Now here's Wilkes.
You scared of him?
Saves his stats, and the pressure is at
Oh, we gotta trade him, bro. Oh, wow.
Ball in the screen.
The 3 is up.
We gotta trade him.
Makes it. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
some quick retaliation right there, don't guys?
Yeah, sure didn't take him long to go and get those 3 points back.
2-second difference between the shot
Yeah,
clock and the
stay
game.
up on him.
Outside Wilkes. Shot clock
At 6.
What in the motherfucking world? What in the world, bro?
Guaranteed a high quality shot on the follow like he got there.
Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way.
There's the final horn. The Texas Legends able to beat MP and the RGV Vipers tonight.
Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way, bro. I know what to do this time. Okay, let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead.
And it's the Legends to start out.
Yes.
Roster shakeup. It's good for the Vipers between the Winter Showcase and now. They didn't have a great first half of the season, and they made some changes. Now here's Waters. Out of bounds.
Yes.
It'll be Vipers ball.
Let's get it, man. We can make a big lead.
Rio Grande with the ball. And the big move for the Vipers was trading for MP. They're hoping he can fill their needs. With the way that MP turned things up in the Winter Showcase, he's clearly the type of player the Vipers need. It's a big risk, but they seem to believe MP is a guy that was being held back on that Delaware team. See an overhauled lineup for the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. Fresh faces, MP and Trace Miller sliding right into that starting five. And looking at the starting five that the Texas Legends will send out. What a season it's been for Wilkes and Tyler. They really are the engine of this team. Well, without a doubt, the centerpiece for the Texas Legends is the duo of Wilkes and Tyler, arguably the best tandem in the G League right now. They are so fluid and potent together. And it's a tough task for the Vipers to slow them down. Since they started playing together, their bond has only grown. Now here's Pollard. On the wing, Wilkes. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge. Always.
Pass to Miller. Six to shoot. And yes, he got the English that time as it falls. And tonight, the first game of the regular season for the Texas Legends. This team finished their group stage well, and they're hoping that that can carry over to the regular season.
No reason not to. And with the way they came alive back in December, the fans here in Frisco love their Texas Legends. And you can feel the energy here for the whole opener.
Defended by Wilkes. Great, but the layup off the mark. Pass to Waters. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
That's a good defense. It is not.
Waters, that area of the floor, it can be open.
Defended by Wilkes. On the wing, Miller. Fades and shoots. That one doesn't fall.
Save the fadeaway for when there's a defender on.
Sure.
And tonight's game, a bit of a rivalry, Brian. A little North versus South action in Texas.
Well, you think back to all the battles the Rockets and Mavericks have had, the two parent franchises for these teams. It's hard to ignore all that history anytime two Texas teams decide to tangle. How's that for a tongue twister?
Now here's Pollard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. High post shot. And good, as it snugs right down through the net. And this game is tied up now. And the Legends with possession here. Vipers outside. All in pulls it in.
Boy, this quarter has been ugly for him.
And it's not showing signs of turning around anytime soon. His touch is all but gone.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And thinking more about the MP trade, the Vipers identified him as a great fit for this team, both on and off the court. They did not hesitate to make the trade.
Yeah, it seems that MP did quite see eye to eye with Delaware management. Some might say that's a bit of a red flag for such a young player, but the Vipers, they think there is a lot of untapped potential.
MP trade back and forth.
Two gritty points for Miller. Didn't allow the contact to slow him down.
And here are the Legends now. In a 4-point game. Outside O'Brien. Wilkes. The Legends again can't hit. To the inside. Here's Miller, faked in off the glass.
Crush the boards with a purpose there. Some hard-earned second chance points for him.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Valley Vipers on top. They lead by 6. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And now the second quarter just. Rio Grande with the ball. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
Tonight marks the third meeting of the year between Rio Grande Valley and Texas. They played each other a couple of times in the group stage of the tip-off tournament.
They split those meetings, but you can throw all of that out now. The overhaul of the Rio Grande Valley roster was so extensive, this might as well be the first meeting between the two teams.
Nobody among the defenders stepping up to the challenge and challenging when they tries.
And he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
He's going to take that every time.
Oh, of course he will. And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Pass to Tyler. Just 5 on the clock. It's not going to go for him. Now Smith. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
That's a nice bucket. They're really playing intelligently.
They really are, and even though it's not a huge lead they've got, they're definitely sharp.
I kind of get that feeling, Ryan, that team is just playing so well.
Oh, shit.
Blocked by Miller.
I know he blocked that motherfucker.
Hawkins. Tyler. Defended by Miller. Tyler
What
goes
the
to
hell?
and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession, so we'll have a jump ball. Tyler covering. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now here's Tyler. Tyler the screen. Here's Howell.
Defense.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
It's a nice screen from Tyler. Some teams have trouble getting into sync in the G League. Not the case with the Legends.
Pass to Miller. Great D that time from Tyler. And it's Texas' ball. Trailing by 10. McCaw outside. Beasley. McCaw outside. Just 5 to shoot. Foster grabs the miss. And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Guarded by McCaw. Score that one for his 8th field goal, and that's 8 for 11, in fact, on an accurate shooting night. Here's Beasley. Good. First shot, first basket. Got points from Beasley.
What you mean? What you mean?
Beasley. Now a timeout.
What you need me to do?
Rio Grande.
What is that?
Team's making some changes here.
points here in this quarter. That shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
I thought she was sweet.
Beautiful. With the guy all over him. The fadeaway was
Hurry, right here.
the only option.
Put it over here. I'm gonna put it right here.
Outside Wilkes. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Pass to Mullen. Now Miller. Beasley grabs the miss. O'Brien with it. Guarded now by Cox. There's a screen.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
the three.
Yeah,
O'Brien can't get it to go.
I had put it out last night,
Prospect of making
and
a big lead even bigger.
They should jump at this chance.
Definitely
Stretch
should
that
do
lead
that,
out
man.
as much as possible.
Fades away. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
He's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Pollard with it.
That is why you want this guy.
A miracle team to finish off the quarter. How did he get that to go down?
I don't know, Tim, but if you gave him 100 more tries, he'd probably make 2.
Maybe 1 and maybe 0.
And so we wrap up the first half. Vipers ahead. They're up by 11. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started.
You can't help but be impressed with his offense tonight. He can be the go-to guy for this team whenever they need him.
It seems like he finds different ways to score. That's the kind of multi-dimensional scoring talent you want in a shooting guard.
Here's Wilkes. Outside O'Brien. Pollard. Waters outside. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Vipers. Defended by Wilkes. From the wing. And Rio Grande again with the bucket.
Well, he scored over half their points so far. An unbelievable contribution.
Waters outside. Wilkes. Back to Waters. Over Smith. The shot by Waters, no good.
This led to a real funk here.
Definitely. The bucket is not looking very big to him at this point.
He just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Texas calls the timeout. And we're about 1.5 minutes here into the second half. Outside Wilkes. Yes, and it's Pollard picking up the assist.
Smooth shot right off the catch. Wilkes was all set up and good to go.
For 3. Good on the triple.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's
Tim.
a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's Wilkes. He's got 7. Now here's Waters. He's covered by Smith. Great open look there.
Tough shot. O'Brien made it look smooth.
Now here's Cox. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Defended Defended by Wilkes. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. This legend squad struggling. Outside Pollard. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, but he'll shoot two. It's on Cox. Getting that call. Pollard knows how to draw. He didn't even finish that. That one's off. The Vipers making a switch here. And he sinks the second. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. It's held in by the Legends. Tyler outside. Outside Wilkes. And the Legends, another three.
Gotta force the defense to extend. Wilkes helping out.
To the middle. Here's Miller. Oh, Trace with the bucket off a nice pass from MP.
Oh, Maestro. He is so good at making those lead passes.
We've got about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
He didn't punish them for the weak coverage, but they can't count on him missing.
He's got to go right back to that shot. Fades. And yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. If they're going to be successful, they need to score it. They certainly got it today. And then some. Down low. Great heat that time from Tyler. Now Water. Outside Wilkes. Pass to Tyler. Outside Wilkes. Shot clock at 6. And it's Wilkes again missing. Rio Grande with the ball. Not enough on that one as it misses. 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's O'Brien. Nails the baby hook.
Keeps him alive. That's great work by O'Brien there.
Pass to Miller. Two on the clock. Misses off the left iron. And as we hit the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Valley Vipers on top. They lead by 13. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter. Welcome back. Fourth quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. Substitution for Rio Grande Valley. And here are the Legends now. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Wilkes from long range. Add another make to his scoring column. Hits the fifth basket of the game, now shooting 5 for 11. Defended by Wilkes. The fader. The basket counts. He's had such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting up this lead late.
Yeah, his shooting percentage is through the roof. So dependable here today.
And without him, who knows where they would be.
Totally unnecessary to go the fadeaway there. Could have been an easy jumper.
To the middle. Here's Miller. Smith. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. To the inside. Clock at 6. Miller. And Tyler pulls it down. O'Brien. Guarded by Holland. Pass to Wilkes. 11 feet out. No good there. Defended by O'Brien. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And dunked by Miller.
This is why you gotta put a body on Miller, or he's gonna make you pay, and pay dearly.
Here's Wilkes. And it's out of bounds to the Legends as Texas retains possession. The wide open shot is on the money.
But you guys, the game plan is very simple right now. Keep feeding Wilkes because he's flat out cooking.
With the fadeaway. Waters with the rebound.
The fadeaway allowed him to get the ball over the defender, but he didn't get any touch on the shot.
What's he doing?
Lays it up and banks it in.
Fantastic work in close from Waters. He's so good at coming through in these spots.
Defended by Wilkes.
Shit, look at that.
Team tapped
It's
in
really
from the high
clean up here.
post. And here are the Legends now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Pass to Pollard. Outside O'Brien. But they get it back. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Pollard buries the three.
Well, so often the catalyst for this game. This time it's Pollard being the recipient of a nice setup.
And they go to the intentional foul.
No good, man. He was fun.
Rio Grande with the ball. And now we've got the intentional foul. He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drag one. That's it here in Frisco. It's a winning debut for Trace and MP with the Vipers.
RGV is so excited to have those two on their side now. Miller and MP delivering just what they needed tonight for the Vipers to come away with the win.
And the most impressive part of this victory is how they dealt with Wilkes and Tyler.
Those two are long, versatile defenders. Kudos to MP and Trace for handling them, coming out from the season opening win.
And that'll do it for this one, folks. For Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, this is
Shoot
Blake
it over,
Finnegan
shoot it,
saying
shoot it.
thanks for watching.
So you get touched for one that too? Oh. Mm.
So Rio Grande will get the first possession.
Roster shakeup is good for the Vipers between the winter showcase and now. They didn't have a great first half of the season, and they made some changes.
Pass to Miller. Shot clock at 6. Now Cox. Started by Pollard. And that one's good. Cox.
Lightning hands. Cox got that one away in a hurry.
And a big move for the Vipers, just trading for MP. They're hoping he can fill their needs.
With the way that MC turns things up in the winter showcase, he's clearly the type of player the Vipers need. It's a big risk, but they seem to believe MC is a guy that was being held back on that Delaware team.
See an overhauled lineup for the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. Fresh faces, MP and Trace Miller sliding right into that starting five. And looking at the starting five that the Texas Legends will send out. What a season it's been for Wilkes and Tyler. They really are the engine of this team. Without a doubt, the centerpiece for the Texas Legends is the duo of Wilkes and Tyler. Arguably the best tandem in the D-League right now.
They are so fluid and potent together. It'll be a tough path for the Vipers to slow them down. Since they started playing together, their match has only grown. Along with MP, another new face, RGB, is Trace Miller. They brought it in to help strengthen this team's offense.
And what I like about Miller is that he can fit into any offense. As the son of a coach, I think the game just comes naturally to him. And he should have no trouble adjusting.
What a nice shot by Miller.
Well, in close, Miller is just so tough. He won't be denied.
And it's out of bounds. The Legends able to retain possession here. Tyler left side. He started by Cox. Fires from the wing. And tonight's game, a bit of a rivalry, Brian. A little north versus south action in Texas.
Well, you think back to all the battles the Rockets and Mavericks have had, the two parent franchises for these teams. It's hard to ignore all that history anytime two Texas teams decide to tangle.
I see it was someone already.
Now here's Tyler.
I'm to the ball.
Mercy Wilkes, one of the best here in the D-League. And just under 2.5 minutes.
That's how you lose.
Defended by Wilkes. Top of the key. Excellent D there from Wilkes. Outside Palmer. And tonight, the first game of the regular season for the Texas Legends. This team finished their group stage well, and they're hoping that could carry over to the regular season.
No reason not to. And with the way they came alive back in December, the fans here in Frisco love their Texas Legends. And you can feel the energy here for the whole opener.
Stolen by Cox. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And stolen by Pollard. Outside Wilkes. Tyler the screen. And once again, off the mark by Texas. Pass to Miller. Out of bounds, it'll be the Legends' ball.
Onto the floor for the Vipers.
Outside O'Brien. Pass to Wilkes. And it's Wilkes again missing.
Tonight marks the third meeting of the year between Rio Grande Valley and Texas. They played each other a couple of times in the group stage and the tip-off tournament.
And they split those meetings, but you can throw all of that out now. The overhaul of the Rio Grande Valley roster was so extensive, this might as well be the first meeting between the two teams.
Oh, there's MP and Trey. What a connection.
Being able to score at a pick and roll six, it's key for a player like Miller, a guy who wants to make the jump from the G League to the NBA.
Wilkes again missing. The Vipers trailing. Screen by Miller. Over Tyler. Again, Vipers.
How about that? Stepping in, going old school. Miller with the midi.
Both loose. And it's out of bounds. Both Legends able to take possession.
Substitution for Rio Grande Valley.
And so it's Texas with it. Here's Wilkes. It's deflected. Pass to Miller. Good D by Beasley. Wilkes from long range. Miller pulls it in.
Gosh, you look at him, you watch him, and you notice his mechanics are totally out of whack. He's lost all feel for his shot.
And you can tell
Oh,
that
shit.
by looking at his numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Boy. Now here's Waters. O'Brien, guarded by Holland. Foul call, that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line.
Well, defenders know they have to play in Wilkes' shirt if you want to slow him down.
He got it. I got to get him on the pick him up.
Here's Cox. And the first half down the books. The Legends on top. By 6. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
He looked a little stiff out there. He needs to get into the flow of this game and start making his presence felt. I'd love to see him loosen up and really show us what he's capable of in the second half.
Might be a little nervous, I agree. He's got to work on that, start building up his confidence. You have to believe in yourself if you want to be a big name player in this league.
And the Vipers with the ball. 8-point game. Shot clock at 5. Outside Smith. Cox gets the 3-pointer to fall.
With confidence, AJ showing the range.
Here's Wilkes. That's it. Coming out with 6 from O'Brien.
It must be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense will be there.
What is this?
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And so he draws the foul on the shot. Straight to the line and shoot 2. It's on Tyler.
Yeah, just a tricky cover. Miller goes out there and makes things happen.
And the second free throw, good. The Legends with the lead. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Wilkes. And it's out of bounds. The Legends able to retain possession here.
10 seconds.
And so it's Texas with it. 6 on the shot clock. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
I mean, guys, the game plan is very simple right now. Keep feeding Wilkes because he's flat out cooking.
Inside. Back to Miller. And Tyler pulls it down. Let's see if they can extend their lead to double digits.
There's no reason to think they can't the way they're going.
It's stolen by Miller. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. 3-pointer Smith. Texas grabs the miss. Outside Pollard. Waters outside. Pass to Wilkes. Now here's Tyler. O'Brien. It's deflection, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get a shot off. That's a 24-second violation.
Ain't it? I don't even have a points.
And here's Rio Grande. Trailing here by 8. To the paint. Here's Miller. For the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6.
Let's see.
Number 9 and 67% shooting. Texas calls the timeout.
We got 2.
Vipers on right around 3 minutes into this second half. Tyler. It's stolen by Miller. It's 2-on-1. Parsons. 5 on the clock. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. To the inside. Here's Tyler. Miller with some nice speed. To the middle. Blanketed by the D. He lights to the rim for the layup.
They thought they were in good position, but Trey just goes through tight D. Impressive stuff.
Outside Wilkes. Outside Howell. Tyler the screen. Here's McCaw. Miller pulls it in.
Yeah, he didn't have a hand in his face. I thought for sure he was going to bury that one.
Oh.
Wilkes with it. Picked up by Miller. Pass to Hawkins. Wilkes. They set the screen. Goes up on the baseline. The shot, no good. Rio Grande trailing. Screen by Miller. For the tie.
What?
That time. 3/4 of play.
What the fuck? Come on, man.
The Legends on top. They lead by a bucket. Hold tight. We've got more basketball action. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back.
Oh, fuck no.
Calls the timeout.
16.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. To take the lead. Hands it from downtown.
That's too much space to give a shooter like him. He works
Whoa,
to
I
get
think
that space.
it was. No, they didn't.
Outside. Misses the three.
You know, on an open look like that, he's usually very gifted at making the weak coverage. So, hey,
Surprising this. I mean, he's almost always deadly when he's that open, even from way downtown.
Throws it up high. Allen with the steal. Pass to Miller. Good. It's Miller coming off the feed from MP.
well, hey, this is the kind of score Miller is capable of being, especially when you allow him to get to the spot.
Oh, and it's blocked by Miller. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Great D that time from Tyler. Texas driven.